Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the first customization stream. Going to be working on some custom blitz boxes this time around. If I can get out what I need, these things are slippery. Wow, that is really tight in there. But yeah, going to be customizing some blitz box. The plan is to, use this darkest one and this Pyrus one. Hopefully, when I do so, I will have luck. I'm thinking about mixing the tail pieces. Then after I do that, I'm thinking about using this diamond one, and if I can, mixing it with a sealed elemental. But I don't know how that's going to go. Going to try things out, and hopefully it goes well. But yeah, first things first, though, I have to get these pins out, and that's probably going to be a pain because normally the pins are relatively tight. But luckily, I have these tiny little screw heads that they get the pins right out. Other than that, I just use a single tri-tip. Really easy and really simple. But yeah, the idea is to just take off the tail pieces and swap those around. Once I get through swapping around the tail pieces, I might change the body. But the problem with changing the body pieces is that they're kind of all screwed together, right? So a screw holds the tail, and then a screw holds the head on. Those would kind of be a pain to customize. But the tail pieces, I just have to pull out the pins and replace the springs. So I'm going to be trying to do that. Welcome to the stream, Nightcore. Hello. So I am doing your request. Gonna be fusing the Pyrus and Darkus, and if that goes well as a test, I will be fusing the Diamond and the Elemental. I have a spare silver one right here, so I will be trying to fuse those together. Tapu, welcome to the stream as well. Yeah, I know. I don't want to break it either. That's why I go really slow and I'm just really gentle. One thing about these pins, though, you have to know which side is the notched side, because if you push from the other side, they normally come out relatively easy. But if you're going to try to push it through the notched side, it's just going to catch on the plastic a lot. I'm gonna start out with the tail pieces. Definitely interesting. I really like your request. I just don't want to start off with the diamond in case something goes wrong. I'd rather mess up these than a diamond or an elemental. I don't know if you mean like inverted magenta. I'm not sure. This is mine. I know not the best camera angle. Oh, magnet. I'm not sure. It works. It gets on the card very well. Just getting these pins out. And that's luckily it's like the side that doesn't have the ridges is normally out further. So you just have to start pushing from there. I'm wondering if it would be easier for me to close it. Well, because see when the tail's closed, it almost, well, no, it doesn't. I'll try it this way. That way I don't take a chance of breaking the Bakugan. Like that. No, it pushes together. It doesn't connect. Does yours like go together or something? Yeah, but these things are really hard. It takes a little bit of pressure at times to actually get the pin out. But there we go. See, just like that, you kind of hear a little pop, and it comes right out. It's just from here, losing the spring can be a pain. I don't know if you can all make it out. I know it's kind of in the light, but this is the graveyard right here. This is all my spare parts and pieces, and then of course the Colgate Colossus that I didn't fix. Yeah, that's really weird, Nightcore. I've never heard of a inverted magnet on a Bakugan before. That's interesting. But yeah, this is a custom BAKUSWAP series. I'm really having a lot of fun doing that. But there's the first pin out. That was actually relatively easy. Good thing I have this little tray here. Now I'm not going to open the Bakugan up yet because I imagine when I open this Bakugan, that spring is going to go flying. But I am going to go ahead and try to get out the other pin while I'm at it. The first one was so easy. I don't want to jinx it though. I lucked up with Blitzbox being able to be closed. And there we go. There's the second pin. Popped right out. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna work on that Colossus. Like I want to get it fixed. I was thinking about doing it after this project, but I don't know how long this is gonna run, and I don't want the stream to be too long, right? Because then it gets boring. Interesting. So tell me, chat, how do you know if you have an inverted Bakugan magnet or not? Is there like a telltale sign per se? And by the way, Brandon, thank you for stopping in on the stream. Good to see you. Good to see you. Whoa, okay, I opened it. Chat, did you see that? Those tails went flying. Huh. Well, luckily, I know that that probably looked horrible from all of your perspective, but luckily the springs are actually intact. They're still in the body. I'm not sure. I don't know if you can all see that. The springs are actually still in place. Not gonna lie, that is freaky. Very weird. But yeah, both springs are still in place. So now I'm gonna have to figure out a way. Oh, well, that one just popped out. And there goes that one. Okay. Well, those are simple. They're just slotted right in the side there. You go put these to the side with the other pins so I'll know what goes with what. That's the problem I have with Colossus is I mixed up the springs. So I think I used the wrong spring for the magnet, and that's why he doesn't really work. Oh well, now he opens. All right, so that is the side tails off of Blitzbox. That came off relatively easy. At least I think so. Thing is definitely built different, but now I know that the back half might actually be easy to take off. I don't know if I'm going to continue from there or not. All right, looks like Nightcore sent a video. Let me go ahead and check that chat because I want to see. I want to see what he means, but still going to be working on this one. All right, here we go. I'm bringing this up. Well, if it'll play. There we go. And I'm still going to try to, I guess, remove this next pin because that would be the next step. But I have no idea. Like this one's hard because I can't tell which side is the pin side. I'm getting a little bit of resistance, so I'm going to try this other way. I might not be able to do this part at all. Oh yeah, that is in there. That pin is definitely in there. Interesting. I find that very interesting about the magnet. Look at that. Oh, that is really tight. Well, we got the tails off. So I guess I'll go ahead and take the tails off of the darkest one as well. Welcome to the stream, Dry Bones. Thank you for tuning in. Always appreciate the support, everyone. Good to see you. Good to see you. Just got the side tails off of this Pyrus Blitz box, and now I'm going to be swapping them with the darkest. So far, it has been an easy custom. The middle tail was a pain, but these side pins, they're easy to take out. I don't know how I'm going to get the center pin because, I mean, well, for the tails, I can see which side has the rivets. For that center one, you can't see anything, but these side pins are coming out. Piece of cake. I just have to go really slow. Slide these off. There goes one spring, and there goes the other. Also helps to have a third mold. So obviously you can have a reference of how everything goes. because I don't take photos beforehand. But the tail pieces are off. So we're getting Blitzfox stripped down slowly but surely. I almost have both tails completely disassembled. Oh, that's a pretty cool fix. I have the Darkest Blitzfox, but I was too scared to ruin it. Like I really like the mold and I think it's pretty. So yeah, I didn't want to mess it up. That's why I chose to start with these two core Blitzfox. There we go. Okay, so the pin came out of this one, and there we go. Easy peasy. And it's a smaller pin from the look of it than the others. All right, that's out. So Blitzfox got completely disassembled. This is a different type of spring though. So you won't have to worry about getting those mixed up if you decide to do this custom yourself, which is nice. But yeah, Blitzfox came apart. Let's try that Pyrus one again to see if I can have any better luck. Because I would really like to completely switch the tails. And then, of course, I will go back and probably do a short video or a full video. That way you can all see a better detail of it. I know my streams are more for the chat than the quality. Speaking of chat, how are you all doing? How is the weekend treating all of you? I'm getting a few stress fractures in this Pyrus one that I'm not liking. But there we go. Last minute, it popped right out. And there is the middle spring for the tail. Okay, so now that both the Blitz boxes have been disassembled, now it's just the reassembly, right? So the hard part's over. Now it's just putting these tail pieces back on. Well, thank you for just watching in a little bit. Sorry to keep you from your important stuff. Hopefully, I'm not causing you any trouble because that's the last thing I want to do. But glad to see everyone is doing well. Oh, Brennan, you're drained. Well, I'm sorry. I mean, I do appreciate the support, but don't push yourself on my account. You know, everyone, health is important, and I care about everyone's health in the Baku crew. I don't want you guys staying up, and causing lack of sleep because that's not good. Well, which one should I put together first, though? Should I go with the Pyrus with the darkest tail or the darkest with the Pyrus tail? I don't know. I was surprised they came apart. I was kind of worried how they would come apart, but they came apart nicely. Tail slid right out. The springs seem like they're easy to handle. Not like Colossus. Colossus had a ton of pieces, a lot of springs, and a lot of monotony, honestly. But this Blitzfox seems simple. Darkest it is. We have a vote for darkest. Well, if anything can put you to sleep, Brennan, it is the sweet, sultry sound of my voice as I am customizing Bakugan. There for your entertainment and the rest of the crews. All right, everyone is saying the darkest with Pyrus, so let's go for it. Oh, snap. I already forgot how the springs go, so I am going to check the reference mold here and see just how the spring lines up, because if you put it together wrong, it doesn't get spring loaded, right? You don't have that. It just falls flat, and that wouldn't be good. I think I get the general idea. It's just lining everything up the right way. And another thing is the springs do have these little housings, and that's nice. I told myself I want to get the springs mixed up, and I'm not. But yeah, so on these wings, I know it's hard to see, but there is a little clip. And that little clip you can slide the spring right onto. But I am going to warn you all, it is a pain because the other half of the spring has to go the opposite way. So it is going to take a few tries because you're gonna want one half on one side and then the other half on the other side, because then it's gonna have to stick in between the hole in the tail. Actually, it's gonna be a pain, but maybe not. I think I got it. Just there. Alright, I think we have a spring loaded, so now I need to get a pin. Keep in mind that the middle tail has a shorter pin than the others. So if you do decide to do this yourself, you definitely want to make sure you choose the right one. I had it. There it goes. And then one thing is when you have the pin in and it's the right way, you'll know it. It will slide right in, and there we go. Looks like it fit right together nicely. Welcome to the stream, HM. Thank you again for tuning in. Nice to see you. Just working on a customization of BLITZ. I've got a Darkus core and a Pyrus core that I am swapping the tails on. I don't know if I'm going to be swapping anything else, but so far half the tail is on nicely. I am worried though that I kind of messed up. I better put the middle tail on now because I won't be able to put it on once I put on the other half. So I probably should have started with the center one. That's my bad, but I can't work from this other side, so that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, that went nicely. I think that looks pretty good. Close it up. Show everybody. Here's kind of a rough look there. Kind of see the contrast of what's to be. Hey, it looks kind of cool. I'm getting Vexos vibes from New Vestroya with the black and red color scheme. That's just my opinion. Welcome to the stream, AF Story. Thank you. I'm definitely going to keep going. Looking so good so far. I'm making a Vexos Blitzbox, apparently. But yeah, now for the Pyrus tail center. I've got to remember how this spring goes in, because this one is a different shape than the others, so it has a different way it goes on. But again, you always want to have some type of reference mold. And it looks like so the inside part of the spring goes into the tail. That's good to know. Oh, well, I'm getting there. Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah, it does kind of have some Shadow the Hedgehog vibes, huh? Totally, I feel you, HM. I really like my live streams for that reason. It's a good way to kind of just chill, vibe, just hang out with everyone after a good day. I spent all day in the studio working on a project. I finally got around. I'm editing a video for the for big this time. Like it's going to be a big project. It's over the Legacy Mantris Bakugan. Oh no, the spring flew out. No, I got it though. Luckily, it fell on my lap. I just have to see where this spring goes down at. They literally just sit it inside the body. That is so weird. It doesn't like latch onto anything. It just goes right down inside the body. So kind of gonna be a pain to do because you have to wrap it around this piece to create the tension right for the spring load. But then fitting it into the body and having it stay pain. All right, so it's in, and then the spring literally just goes inside the body housing. All right, time for that little pin. Now I have to, like the way I have my hand hold it, I have to put it in backwards. Oh, try to flip it. There we go. Perfect. Oh, Baku flip in G2. I'm not really sure, but maybe it would go on the lines of like a dual faction type thing, where the Bakugan is like the fusion gates or whatever, like the fusion character cards, right? But they can use both factions, rather than like how fusions are now, where you can only use like the normal side of the Bakugan, even though it's two factions. It's really only one. All right, there we go. Got the top half in. Little worried that that pin's not in tight enough. I would really like to put some more pressure on this back piece to get it in more. Doesn't really look like it's going in, and I don't like that. I think it is. Again, I do have a little slight stress fracture, but it's nothing bad. It still functions. Maybe I can get that pin in further. I don't think it'll be a problem with the other tailpiece. At least I hope not. Yeah, I wish they did. Like to me, Fusions should have let you use both of their of the factions on the card. I think the ruling is dumb, and I think that's just a mistake on Spin Master's end. I really think they should have done it a little differently. That's just my opinion, though. Welcome to the stream, Omega. How you doing? Thank you. I'm glad you like it. It's pretty cool. The custom's coming out a lot better than I thought it would, and I am positively positive about it. Right? Just vibing, hanging out with the Baku crew. All right. So I have the tail spring in. Now it's just getting it inside this the body, and then lining it up. Right? Spring's lined up. It's on it. At least it looks like it is. I'm gonna assume it is. So now I'm gonna try to put in the last pin. Here we go. Last pin, everybody. Did it work? About to find out. Oh, I guess you should put it in the other way, huh? Oh, there we go. Positive sign when it slides right in. Oh, I think I might have put it in backwards, though. Oh, it is rubbing up against that one a little bit. But there we go. Looks like we got it. It does seem to work. Better look here. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Definitely reminds me of a Vexos Darkus Pyrus BAKUGAN. Yeah, if fusions were that way, I guess they could be a little too powerful. But I mean, how many factions would you really run? I mean, would someone really make a all faction deck? All right, it closes, and it looks really cool. I really like that marble. It's like half Pyrus, half Darkus. That's pretty cool, right? This is the new core Pyrus Blitz box. Looking really, really nice. I think it turned out great. Vexos Hex Blitz box. I like that name. So I could go back and replace the head, but I have to take apart the whole body housing. I was going to do more of the customization. I just wanted to start off with the tail first because I thought it would be easier. And it was. Like the tail is definitely, if you're going to do this yourself, I recommend starting with the tail. But let's do a functionability test, right? Does my custom work? And it does! Yes! The custom Blitz Fox has achieved success. I mean, technically, I guess it's just Pyrus, but it's still a BAKUSWAP. And again, another stand, like, nice. I'm happy with this core. Surprised where there is a little rubbing because I think I did put the pin in the wrong way because I already had this tail on first. But it doesn't affect functionability. and it just looks really solid. Yeah, I think Blitz Fox, like the core, has just a decent mold in general, right? Like for rolling, it's really easy and simple to do. Even spin shooting, it still lands very well. But yeah, all right. So we have the tails swapped. I wouldn't have to remove the tails if I chose to replace the body, which I could actually replace the body as well. The hands though, the arms are like on some kind of pin. They can't be taken off. But I could replace the body piece. I could replace the middle piece, I think. Yeah, so I could replace the middle, the body, or the head. Either one shouldn't be too hard, I don't think, just looking at it. But I do have the tail done on this one now, so that's nice. It makes the prospect of doing the elemental and the diamond one plausible, I guess. See what we have. See what chat's saying. Yeah, so my platinum ones never really work that good. Like I have a hard time landing the platinum ones, but my core blitz boxes, they're really easy. Like I can roll them just about any way, and usually stand them. I'm just so happy this custom actually turned out. That is really nice. Like it actually functions. So I have the Deco Blitz Fox from Legends. So the darker red one, but I didn't get one from Evolutions. Yeah, I really liked Blitz Fox too. It had a lot of Finnica vibes, being in the Fox family. So definitely instantly one of my favorites. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the Darkest Tail on the Pyrus one now, I guess. Hopefully I will have the same luck, right? Like I don't want to jinx it, but so far things have went very well this stream. And I'm very, very excited about that. This one's wound a little differently. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. Oh, Nightcore, the Legends Platinum version. I really like that one because of the darker red. I feel like it has more of like a ruby look to it. I wasn't so much a fan of the lighter red that Evolutions uses. I really like a darker red with the Bakugan. But all right, so I have the screw lined up. Now it's just putting in the pin. Hopefully, I put the pin in the right way this time, right? It is promising when it slides in. I always have a good feeling about that when it slides right into the plastic. But yeah, so the tail's on. As we can all see, we do have the tail on now, and it's functioning. It's a little looser than the other one, but it is working. So I'll take that. Don't know if it's gonna look that good. Kinda doesn't have the same appeal, right? As far as contrast goes to the body. The Pyrison on the darkest body kind of looked a little better, but I don't know. Maybe I just have to finish it. But that tail went on nicely, and it's working. I would say that's functioning very well. Oh yeah, Elemental Blitzfox looks nice, Brennan. It's all like flaming and fiery. I might regret doing this customization, but what I'm thinking of doing is taking the elemental pattern tail and putting it on the diamond body, and then vice versa, putting the diamond tail on the platinum elemental body. Thought that might be a neat little customization, but again, I wanted to practice with the cores first. So I do have the tail on now. Now it's time for the side tails, I guess. Which this was surprisingly more easier than I thought it would be. Ooh, a diamond platinum blitz would have been awesome. What do you think it would have been like? All diamond in the body would have been like a deep red, like the others. I think that could have been plausible that that was the case. Once again, just setting the screws into the housings on the tail. It's kind of funny because some are longer than others, so you really have to make sure that you're putting the right side where it goes. Oh no, that wasn't good. All right, pause for problems. I just had a flying spring. That's not going to be good. I might only be able to customize one Bakugan tonight, brawlers. We have a spring down. We have a spring down. I found it though. All right, we're good. We're good. You know, that is the only scary thing about carpet. If the spring flies, sometimes I lose it. Yes, crisis averted. Woo! Oh, I have to take a breath on that one. Jeez. Okay. That's the only problem. Like having a workspace, and you see, I'm kind of like a little like crowded, but not really. Like these are all barriers trying to keep the springs from flying. Look, it's tiny. You can't even see it. But yeah, sometimes you can't help it. Sometimes they just fly, especially in regards to this tailpiece, where you have to fit it in the housing, apply a little bit of tension just because of how it sits. Then you know if you're too tight about it, it's gonna fly right off. And yeah, that's not good. And also keeping it where it goes too, also a pain. But I think I'm in a good spot right there, or maybe not. I don't know. I don't know if I have that spring on the right way, but I feel like it'll work. Maybe. Oh no, no. All right, so I think I have the wrong side screw on there, or not screw. Sorry, spring, because that was not working. Yeah, spring definitely went all black ops on me. That's no joke there. I was not a fan of that. That was scary. I don't even know why it has to be mean like that. Like I knew it wasn't gonna be easy, right? Like the first one was way too easy. Like I knew it. I knew it couldn't possibly be that easy. Then this one, the tail housings on the mold that actually fit the spring in, they seem to be smaller. So I'm having a little difficult time lining them up correctly. Oh, that would be cool, HM. Why didn't you decide to do that? Like what happened with that? Because I think that would be really cool. Like did it just not work out? Could you not find the extras? Like what happened? Okay, that's the right one. All right. Oh, nope. Nope. It flew again. Ah, no! Again? Again? What? Why? Why? I'm not having any luck. We have another screw down or spring down. Gonna have to consult the flashlight. This is the only bad part of customizations. Well, might have to pause there and only do one because I think that spring is gone. It is out of here. I don't know if I have one to replace it either. I was worried that was gonna happen. Well, Chad, let me know some other suggestions while I'm looking for this spring. What other Bakugan would you like me to customize on the channel? And would you rather see repaints or full body customizations like this? Oh, that like really disappeared into the abyss. Oh well, that's definitely a shame. Yeah, well, unfortunately, I don't have a magnet right now. Well, I guess I can put the other half on. I mean, I guess that's what I get. One done. And I don't know why these tail pieces aren't lining up the way the other one was. Because I didn't mix them up, but these aren't, I don't know. Maybe they were bent. Ooh, customizing G3 Baku, that sounds like it could be fun. I would like that. But how would I customize them though? That would be my question there is how exactly would I do that? Ah, this thing is getting difficult. I mean, I suppose what I could do is well, what is it? I mean, literally take apart the top halves of the Bakugan and customize that part. But for the bottom halves, I'm not sure what I could really do outside of that. All right, so that tail is somewhat together, I think. Let's just putting it inside the body, keeping it together as I close it. Oh, no, 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 no. Spinning. Trying to see what the problem is here, chat. All right, so now I'm going to put the pin in, and I am hoping this works. Like, I am just hoping. Because these springs don't seem to have the right just sliding in that the other ones did. Oh, but I mean, I don't know. It's on. Ooh, Leonidas. Well, on the Discord server earlier today, someone shared a photo of a custom Klotzer that I guess they glued a bunch of random parts together, or not Klotzer, but Klosser. Yeah, that one looks really cool, and I wouldn't mind making a custom of that. So the tail did go on, luckily. That's good. Unfortunately, I did lose the other spring, but the other tail came on. I guess I can close it, well, half of it for a preview, or maybe all of it would close. Yeah, sort of. So there's kind of the idea of what this Blitz box would look like, which I can't believe I lost a spring on stream, right? Like you cannot write a better script than that. I'll probably pause here in a second and look for it. I'll risk the viewership for digging through my carpet looking for a spring to complete the custom. The show must go on. I don't know. I think that looks pretty cool. Having the black tail on the red body. Speaking of Leonidas, though, honestly, I did think about customizing the what is it, the Evolutions Leonidas with the Legends Diamond, and kind of doing what I did with the Vilok and Pharaoh. But I don't know if it would actually be worth losing that. So maybe maybe hold off on that one, right? I don't know. But yeah, so that is the Pyrus one with the darkest. Of course, I guess this would be the darkest one because of the faction symbol. That spring bent a little bit on the tail. It still functions. It still fits in the housing, so I'm not too worried about it. But it is a little odd. Like, it just doesn't necessarily fit smooth, but it functions, right? And that is the important part. So now I will try to find the spring so I can get the other half of that tail done. I don't know if I have a replacement spring that would work, is the thing. And that's what I'm worried about. Because I have a few extra springs, but I don't think one for that. If I could find duplicates, that would be a great idea. Like, you're not wrong. That would be awesome. Definitely customizing duplicates for the Leonidas. Yeah, see, Dry Bones, I thought that would be really cool too, just because it would give it more character. And you know, I just like the BAKUSWAPs too. Because not that I don't like the full translucent diamonds, I really do. But I think when you mix up the plastic and stuffs, you get a lot better detail. And it just makes them unique, right? You get a one-of-a-kind Bakugan rather than a Bakugan that was distributed a whole bunch. Speaking about distributed a whole bunch, though, these springs are really small. I don't even know where this one could have went at this point. Like, it went under my desk, and it just disappeared. Like, straight disappeared. But I will finish the customization if I can find this. Of course, I might look for a replacement spring because that might be easier now that I think about it, rather than doing this. Because I'll probably find it like 10 days later. But definitely not tonight. I couldn't be that lucky. Yeah, Chad, that thing is gone. It's gone. So, time for plan B. I'm going to look through my springs and see if I can't find a replacement. Yep, 1-for-1. That's right. You always have to sacrifice a bit when you do these customs. But I might actually have a spring that I can use. I'm going to see if I can't salvage something off of my old Sectonoid projects. Because I do have some springs here. Just do I have the right kind? You see, these are all have like left ones and right ones where they go into the mold. But I just need 2 straight ones. Or, I don't know, maybe I could fit a different kind in there? Let's see. Okay, all right. I might have figured this out, chat. I think I did. I think I've got this. If I can fit it into the tail. Well, it's not going to be pretty, but it just might work. Don't quote me on that, though. All right, I'm going to close the tail. The spring is in position, about as good as it's going to get. I don't want to miss up the pins, though. Let's not do that. All right, chat, here we go. Moment of truth. Is this replacement spring going to work? And, well, I mean, it does. I mean, there you can obviously tell that's a different spring, right? But I mean, it's on there. A little floppy. Oh, well, now it's a lot of floppy, but it's a little floppy, but it works. Here's the tail on. It's on. Little floppy, but it's on. I managed. I salvaged that. We had a disaster on stream, but I salvaged what I could, and voila, we have a Darkus Pyrus custom completed. That is 2 for 2, luckily. Yes! Lost a spring and all. A moment of silence for the diamond sectonoid that had to give its life for not only this custom, but many others. Oh yeah, right. Like that's a plus 10 to adaption. Like, yeah. That was straight a nat 20 right there. But given the hiccup I did have with the tail, I definitely want to practice rolling this Blitz Fox. But hopefully this works, right? Because I don't want to have another Colgate Colossus problem. All right, moment of truth, chat. I don't really like the bank shot. I'm gonna double back. We're gonna get the replay on that one because I didn't trust it. I feel like I had hit the back of that. All right, here we go. One more time. Keep going. Ooh, no! 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 That's a bad sign. That's a better sign. That is a somewhat better sign. Oh, do I have any Baku? I don't have any Baku core on hand. I wish I did. I feel like Baku core might be better with this one. Oh, we got the Bakugan air hockey going around. A little spin shoot. No, 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 no. Just failing. Failing. We're gonna get the bread out here in a second. There we go. Okay. All right, chat. We're good. Looks like the tail is working. A little floppy. I mean, I really pulled that one out of left field, didn't I? But it works. We have a custom Blitz Fox duo. I don't know what I'm going to do with all of my customs now, though, to be honest. All right, chat, what do you think? Should I go for changing the bodies around now? Or should I leave them how they are? I'll let you all decide, and I'll think about it too, because I'm not sure. Like, should I risk changing the bodies around too? I feel like that could go poorly, but I don't know. It could also work out. A multi-faction Serpilius. So I do have a Darkus and Pyrus. I don't have the Ventus. Like, I have the Diamond Ventus, and then I have the Elemental. I wouldn't want to mess with the Diamond or the Elemental personally. But making a fusion with the Pyrus and the Darkus does sound nice. I like that. I might have to do that one next. Maybe next week's stream, possibly. That wouldn't be bad. I mean, I could see that. Do kind of a little piggyback continuation, if you will. I think they look cool like this. All right. Well, that's one vote for leaving them as they are. But I still think maybe switching around the middle body, because I don't know, like that would be too much. That's just one spring, one screw. I'm gonna say that about the tail, right? But that didn't work out too good. Still don't think it would be too bad though. Because I mean they're rolling very nice. They're consistent. Yes, the front feet can't be removed. That is a shame. But I could replace the bodies and switch them. Might have to go for it. Might make this one work better, but at least they function right now. See, that's what I'm worried about. Like, I don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole and then them not function, right? So maybe I'll put these two to the side, I'm thinking, and just get straight into the main course. Should I do it? Should I go ahead and do the diamond and elemental? But yeah, no, the bodies aren't pinned. So the body is held together by like one screw on the middle section. So I mean, I really just unscrew it, watch the spring, and then just swap them. So that would be really easy. But yeah, that's why I'm really thinking about going ahead and putting the elemental flames. You know, swapping the tails on the diamond and elemental. I know, Chad. Is it worth it? Is it worth cracking the elemental? Oh, the feet. Yeah, I don't. You know, I don't know how to take off the feet, honestly. So these back feet look like they're just like, well, there's like a screw on the back. I don't know how you get to it because of the screw on the main body. I'm assuming you have to take off the whole entire back piece and disassemble it to get to the back feet. And then the front feet, yeah, they're on some kind of weird, like they're those flat, like thin metal pieces. So you can't really disassemble them, or I wouldn't because I feel like that would just break them, and I wouldn't be able to get them back on. But the back feet definitely, because you can see that it's just like a little screwed on plastic plate. But let's see. Let me move that back out of the way. So looking on the inside of the body right there, I just see like clear plastic. There's a hole for a spring. So that looks like that's where the spring is placed in. But as far as the pin, like there's no anything on the other side. It's a sealed housing. I mean, you could try to pry it out, but I don't know what prying the pin off of the body would do or if it would go back on, especially with the spring. Yeah, we almost had every Blitz Fox faction, didn't we? Just missed out on the Aquas Platinum. Would have been cool to have an entire full run of foxes. That would have been very neat. But hey, got some unique ones right here now. Got the Pyrus Darkus and the Darkus Pyrus. These are looking pretty cool, pretty nice. Oh, HM. So if that's the case, you could have used the Legends Blitz box. So the Legends Platinum Blitz box has that dark red crimson body that I think you're talking about. But I'm going to leave this one alone because this one doesn't have the same character card as the others. And because it doesn't have the same character card, I want to keep it, you know, playable. So I don't want to mess with it too much. With the Pyrus Blitz boxes, I have a couple diamonds, right? So I have a few playable ways to still use them. The darkest one I just took a loss on. Oh yeah, definitely cool. But you know, in that same respect, you know, definitely. You know, I don't know. If I had an extra one, I would go for it. To be honest with you, like if I had an extra Legends Platinum, I would go ahead and I would do it right now. I would do it right now on stream. But the only duplicates I have are just the Elemental and the Diamond. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and do these two. But yeah, so just gonna go ahead and crack this open and get on with it. I'm gonna be making my own line of diamond elementals. There's no going back now. The pack is cracked. The pack is cracked. You get 2 Baku core. I don't know why you get 2. Oh yeah, because Platinum Blitz Fox is double shield. That's right. So the obligatory gate card. Mute. An ad. No, we're gonna mute that. We're gonna mute the ad. Mute the ad. Yeet the paperwork. Don't need that. Or show that off. The 2 core you get. Nothing fancy. I mean, this is Elemental Blitz Fox, so plus. Oh, no one can see that. Plus 300 and a minus 300 shield. The character card, you know, if you land on a shield, you get to add 1. This character card actually has the artwork. That's nice. But yeah, this is a customization, not an unboxing and review. Looks like I will have to get out the Baku scissors, though, because of the plastic strips. I think there's only 1. Oh, no, there's 2. I want to make sure I actually clipped them both. Okay. Get that music back going. All right. So there is the elemental. Eat that trash away. I'll pick that up later. Oh, HM, that's unfortunate. I really, really liked the Legends Platinums just because they all had a very nice darker coloring. I'm sorry you missed out on those, man. It's unfortunate, but I definitely understand where you were coming from. Oh, this is going to be a challenge. So for this Blitz box, I really want to get the translucent plastic off. But the head, so the head on the Platinum is actually encased in the housing. There's no screw holding it in. But for the rest of the body, I can still take it apart. So I can still get the feet off, and I can get the tail pieces off. And it looks like that's 1 spring to deal with. And then the body, which is all normal. Yeah, it's all comparable to the cores. So the only metal part isn't really affected. Let's go ahead and get started. So for this one, I am going to be, going to be taking the feet off. So I'm actually disassembling the entire back half of the elemental and the diamond. But first things first, though, it is the cleanup. I'm going to need to get this elemental sectonoid back into its bag because I don't want to get things mixed up, especially if I lose another spring and I need another replacement. Which let's hope I don't do that. Your Darkus Blitz Fox is nice. It has a nice color to it. I like the custom paint you did. And Nightcore, I do remember Kiriyami. Time flies. You and I both new generation and a new mascot, right? We both have some official logos that are looking nice. I changed my mind. I'm going to go ahead and take off the tails first because I don't want to warp the plastic while I'm trying to get into those screw holes because it is a bit of a bend. You know, honestly, I want to thank all of you for all of your support. Nightcore, I know you've been around since dang near the beginning, right? But all of you, really, you know, the fact that you show up, you spend the night with me, you know, every for like the past 4 or 5 Saturdays now. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you all so much for being a part of the Baku crew. Thank you all, you know, for everything that you do. This channel, you know, it's made part to you by you guys, like viewers like you, right? All right, so I have the first tail pin out. Here comes the second. Oh, I need to go the other way. So this one has them in both directions. So remember, the trick with the pins to prevent the least amount of stress marks possible, you want to push the pins out from the clean side. Like you want the riveted side to have the least amount of traction within the plastic, because those rivets are what kind of keep the pins in place And if you try to push them all the way through the plastic, you're gonna have a really bad time. So find your clearing of your pins, push it from that end, and they will slide out. Sometimes you will get stretch marks, but more times than not, you're usually safe, honestly. So I'm gonna slowly open up this platinum because I don't want those springs to go flying. Honestly, I don't even know if they're gonna be the same type. It seems like they're kind of stuck in place, but no, same type of springs as the core. I'm actually really happy to see that. That makes me really happy. So I know that there won't be any problems. I'll put those springs in the tray, and there is the side tail pieces. Man, I really love this ruby red plastic. GG, welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in, man. So far, let me catch you up to speed right quick. Everyone, we're gonna do a quick little recap here. I customized 2 core blitz boxes. All I did was swap around the 3 tail pieces. We did have a catastrophe on stream where I had to, makeshift a spring because I lost one in my carpet. That thing is gone in the abyss. But here are the 2 custom core blitz boxes. We have a Pyrus tail and Darkus tail, kind of like Vex those colors, if you will. Yeah, they're really nice. And right now, I'm currently taking apart an elemental platinum and a diamond for some swapping. So you probably could cast your own Bakugan. I doubt it would be easy though. That's just my opinion. Also, I'm not sure if I. Oh, well, never mind. I didn't know if I'd be able to get a pin out of the metal, but that was easier than getting it out of the plastic. So okay, that works for me. And I'm gonna lift it out slowly with the spring. The spring is caught. The spring is caught. And there we go. Okay, that is a really long spring. Okay. And now we have the back half. So here we have a disassembled elemental. The whole tail is gone, so now I can get into the insides. Which, if it's the same, I might actually switch this middle piece right here that the tail is actually attached to. But I'll see when I get into there. Time to switch tips. Gotta switch the tips. And use the tri-tip now. So far, these customizations have went very well. Purple would look nice. I really like the magenta, the darkest Bakugan in Evolutions uses. Really beautiful color and one of my favorites. Though I'm not gonna lie, the darker colors in Legends were nice too. That's partly why I didn't want to mess with my my darkest platinum. Because it's just so beautiful, right? Like I don't want to mess it up. I'm actually gonna leave this body piece right here with the spring intact. All right, so we have the back half off and we have the back legs. That's what we want from this mold. Now for the rest of the Bakugan, I can't really take anything out, right? So the head's not going to be compatible with the other one because the cores are put in place with a screw, and this Blitz Fox has a closed metal housing. So I doubt they're going to be compatible. Just probably the screw hole and the peg hole is going to be different. But as far as the back halves, I can completely customize that, which is what I am doing. So now the elemental's taken apart, I can start on the diamond. Which for the diamond, I don't want to take a chance of getting things mixed up. So I'm going to put all of the diamond pieces right here. Glad you're doing good, GG. Glad to see everyone is doing good, quite honestly. It is always good to hear. Time to disassemble this diamond. Whoop. Ooh, that was hard. I didn't cause any problems today. Nope. All right, we're good. No breaks. Just a little too much pressure there. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. That one popped out a lot easier. And again, we're gonna open very slowly. I think one problem I had with the other Blitz box is I might have pulled the springs out too fast. And when I did that, I actually warped them and I actually bent them. So that time I was a lot slower and it seemed to work out. All right, so now it's time for the other tailpiece, which I really like that about the diamond because I can actually see the riveted side, right? Everything else I was working with, I couldn't tell. Get it? I couldn't tell. But with this one, I can see it. So that is a lot better. And it popped right out. Not even any stress marks. That is lovely. I love not having to deal with any kind of stress marks in my Bakugan. And the spring lifted right out on the tail as well. So now that the tail's gone, it's time to get right back in to that back half. Viva, welcome to the stream, man. How are you doing? It is so good to see everybody. I've just got a full chat. Thank you all. It's a good night. We've currently been streaming for an hour, and thank you all for tuning in. This customization live stream has been a blast. I'm not even gonna lie. Like 2 Blitz Foxes, very, very nice. All good, Viva. No worries. I'm just happy people can make the time that they do. I'm never going to be greedy, and I'm never going to complain about what support I get. That's just the kind of person I am. I am happy no matter what. But I am slowly going to take this off because, again, I don't want the spring to. Ah! All right, we're okay. We're okay. The spring's on there. I have the legs off. That's what's important. The legs are off. The legs are off. Okay. Funny enough, though, the centerpieces are the exact same. I'm just realizing that because I have the red back diamond or that red middle piece diamond. I just realized they're the exact same as in the platinum. I was gonna swap those, but they're the same. Ooh, a Pyrus Metal Leonidas would be cool. Again, an idea I did have is I could customize the Arliss Leonidas with the Chaos and swap those two. It could be possible. All right, I guess what should I do? Should I put the elemental on the diamond body, or should I put the diamond on the elemental body first? I have two fox halves now. We got some legs. I've got legs. I've got quite the assortment of foxes in front of me. No, don't gamble, because gambling is a slippery road. So it's the Evolutions Leonidas. Dang, I guess I should have been a little more descriptive there. So this one, this Leonidas, the G2 reboot one. I was thinking like because it has a lot of screws, like the feet you can take off, the tail here, the head, all of that could be swapped. And then as far as the main body goes, I actually don't see. There's one screw behind the arm, so that would be the hard part. Is being able to disassemble it without messing up the arm. Otherwise, it would be cool to give a Chaos Leo an R-less leg, R-less wings, and an R-less tail and head. But that's about as far as probably the customization for it could go. That's why I thought about customizing the diamond and R-less Leonidas, because then you could apparently I can't close this one, because then you could do what I did with the Vilox, and you can make like a diamond shell, if you will, and put the diamond Leonidas wings on Leonidas, and then the diamond tail and the diamond head, and then have just a golden body with a full diamond around it. There is a Diamond Neo Drago. It came in the Diamond Supreme starter pack. I actually had a subscriber win that recently. Diamond on Ellie? Alright, here we go. So, Diamond on Ellie. The problem is gonna be me putting this thing back together. No, I'm just kidding. But am I? It's like, am I kidding? I don't know. I could be, I could not be. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Who knows? Oh no. I need a reference model. I need a reference model. I don't know what I'm doing. And that, chat, is why you have multiple copies. All right. So I think I've got this. Or maybe I don't. Okay. Yeah. Why is it? That is so odd. So it sits like that in the body? I'm just confused, chat, of how this spring sits. Because it can't. Yeah, that is so odd. I need to see the other half. Oh, don't lose that. We need that spring. Okay, that makes a little more oh, no. I did it again, chat. We have a spring down again. I do have it. I just have to not lose my stuff and lose the springs every time to the floor. Luckily, this one's a bigger one. All right. Recovery. I fumbled the football, but it was recovered. We're going to get this in the fourth quarter, chat. Don't you worry. I can do this. Thank you. I appreciate the support. It's always confusing after I disassemble something. You got to get another look at it. For one thing, this thing just sits oddly weird, like so weird. Like it's a weird design choice for the spring housing. But I'm not gonna knock it until I actually have it fixed, I guess. But see, that doesn't seem right to me, but maybe it is. You know, maybe I'm just missing something here. Okay, there it goes. Oh, okay. All right, we got it, chat. We got it. We're good. We are good. Luckily, it's just one spring, but I think I have it now. We're putting the housing back together. All right, I think that's a tight connection. I think it's right. I don't want to jinx it, but I think it's right. Let's screw it together and see how it functions. No need to apologize. That's cool. Get your own little fight club going. I respect the discipline that the martial arts styles like that have. What metal is used for the die cast? You know what? Great. Oh, that's too tight. That is honestly a great question. I have no idea. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have absolutely no idea what kind of metal it is. I would assume it's some kind of cheap alternative metal because of how many they make, but it can't be something too expensive. Also, I think I have the wrong springs in the wrong spot, the wrong screws, but they were the same size. So I don't know, Chad. How do we feel? Does that seem right? Ooh, I would love to see a platinum Finica. I support it. You should totally do it. Well, it's gonna pop out. I just don't know if it's gonna be able to open because that's. But yeah, it does work. I just realized that by doing this, the diamond is actually going to be half platinum because I just took off a metal piece. I really hope the platinum piece is compatible to the plastic body. I didn't think about that. But anyway, still gonna keep it going. Just gonna keep it going. I guess now the only thing to do is to put the tail back together. Yeah, I just realized I'm gonna make 2 half platinum Bakugan. No, not again! No! Why? Cruel world! Alright, we're good. We got the spring. We got the spring. We're good, chat. I thought I lost it again. But yeah, that turned out pretty good. A small stress fracture in the middle piece where the top tail goes. But other than that, the diamond housing looks nice. Looks pretty good. Oh, that's awesome and interesting. So, an aluminum and copper alloy with different materials. That's pretty cool. Does look like this Bakugan is going to function. Right now, I'm just kind of looking how it closes in on itself. I want to make sure that it will line up. And it does look like it lines up to the body okay. I'm not seeing a big gap or anything. So I think this should still work. All right, so we're going to go with the middle tail, obviously, because when I didn't do that, it didn't go well. So middle tail first. At least the middle tail, the spring's easy to load up. All right, middle tail is somewhat in place, I guess. Putting it in the housing, trying to line it up. Oh, oh, there's a gap. I don't know why there's a gap, but there is a gap. That's not good. And it's not. Oh, messed up. Whoopsie. So as I was putting it together, the spring slipped off. So the spring is not attached. It's on there, but it's not where it needs to be to make it go boing boing. So we are going to try this once again. I thought I had it that time. That's disappointing. Thought it was going to be those one-time works perfectly things. So my worry is now that I have this gap in the mold, that gap could prevent the spring from staying in place where it needs to be. Right now, that is the big concern I have. But concern no more, chat. We got it. Oh, Viva, that's really cool. So you compete like hardcore, huh? Like in divisions and stuff. All right, the Splits Fox, the tail came out. It's working. We have the Elemental with the diamond half. Let you all kind of get a better up close look. It's kind of nice. It does work. I was worried it wouldn't, but I did get it to go. So the springs are back in place. Oh, that's cool, Viva. Yeah, back to the Bakugan. So I'm just like slowly putting this Blitz box together. I want to make sure everything works good. This tail, again, it's a little loose, but I think it should still open up. I can see it's working. I think I'm just over worrying about it. Thank you, HM. I will see you later. Thank you for playing me in the background. Have a good night, man. Wish you the best. By the way, I know you're leaving, but I hope your live streams went just as good as mine is going right now. Always appreciate the support, bro. All right, so time to put some tails on. No Sonic pun intended. So that tail went into place nicely. I'm happy about that. Oh, this one looks like it is too. Sort of. Kind of. Maybe. I don't know yet. That's good to hear. That's good. I feel like my streams are the exact same way, so maybe that's just how streams are. The algorithm is a fickle mistress, and we must keep her happy. All right, side tail put on. I agree, Tapu. Spin Master should have made more platinums. But unfortunately, the platinum gimmick came out in Evolutions, so a lot of characters missed out. Um, a lot of my favorite Bakugan stem from Battle Planet and Geogun Rising. Those were my heaviest years that I played. Now, admittedly, I did collect more of Evolutions. Obviously, I have so many spares. But Battle Planet and Geogun Rising were my favorite years of the G2 reboot. They were all my favorite. Welcome back to the channel, Alex. Thank you for tuning in. Fair enough. That is an absolutely great way to look at it, HM. That's how I look at this. I would be customizing a Bakugan anyway, but this way, I can talk to you all, chat, and live stream it, so content at the same time. Killing two birds with one stone, so to speak. Night, HM. See you next time. Yeah, Viva. So my short as well. I put I think something like 7 shorts out yesterday. And they all went in increments of five. It was 5 o'clock, 5:05, 5:10, all the way to 5:30, and only one really hit the algorithm big. I think I'm up to like 1.5 thousand views on that one. Literally, all the other shorts are only like 85, 90 views. So yeah, finding that algorithm is a pain. Back to the project though, chat. I have one side of the diamond tail back on this platinum, looking absolutely gorgeous, everybody. It is turning out great. Side shot with tail, looking pretty solid. These customs tonight have been going very well. I am not upset. I mean, other than losing the spring, right, and killing a good 20 minutes of the stream. Sorry about that, by the way. Everything else has been really well, and I am not complaining about that at all. My only request at this point is not to lose any more springs the rest of the stream. If I can make it that, like, then we're in luck. Like, we're talking money. Is it going in? Yeah, okay. All right, I think this one's gonna work as well. No. All right, something's wrong. What happened? Oh, the spring popped out of the housing. So we did have a little mishap here. Little mishap. Had a spring pop out of the housing. That does stink. Ah! Alright. You know, you're gonna have setbacks when you do customs, chat. The big key is that when you have those setbacks, and someone in chat said it earlier, but you know, you overcome and you adapt. Because you'd be surprised. There's a lot of springs you can find around everywhere and all over the place that'll work. Like if you lose a spring or you misplace one, so never give up on a custom. That's all I can say. Never give up. Yeah, so I appreciate you saying that, Chi, but believe it or not, this is like a cheap Walmart set, like the cheapest I could get on shorthand notice, because I wanted to start customs and I didn't want to invest a whole lot of money into it. And that's honestly because I just wasn't sure how many of these I would really be doing. One thing I would say about the set that I have is I wish it included, and I know this sounds ridiculous, but smaller bits. Like these are small, but if I go too fast or if I push too hard, like the thicker, this thicker part right here will go into the plastic, and I'll actually bore out the holes. So then it's really hard to make the customs and put the pins back in, because then the pins will fall out, and that's not good. But that being said, here we are. The Diamond Elemental Platinum Blitzbox Frankenstein Mechanation has been completed. Now I just have to put the elemental half on the diamond, but here we are. Half diamond, half platinum elemental. And it functions. We have a closed gun, everybody. Oh, that looks gorgeous. That looks gorgeous. I will definitely be making a review video of this. Don't worry, guys, because I want you all to be able to see it in a little better detail. But hopefully everyone gets the general idea on the stream camera here. Personally, I really like it. And it opens. It opens. That's good. That is great. Yeah, Dry Bones, thank you for saying that because you could have been more right. You know, when you're doing a project like this, things are going to happen. You're going to lose springs. Things aren't going to fit right because molds vary. It could be really slight differences, right? Just like the platinum head being closed and then the cores having screws. But those differences matter. So yeah, you know, when you have hiccups like that, you just figure out a way and you just keep going forward. You want to do some roll tests to see if this custom does function. Well, I don't know what that was. That was air hockey. Air hockey Bakugan. For those of you who don't know, this table is a very slick surface. And this Blitzfox is pulling. It is pulling. All right. Spin shoot for the win. City Brawlers, that is why I spin. I spin so that I can stand my Bakugan. And there we go again. Another. So this Diamond Platinum is working pretty well. Well, not that time, but the other times. There we go. Not gonna lie, taking off that back metal piece, the weight is off. It's very front heavy, and it feels like a very weird Bakugan. Like it's almost weighted like a Beyblade. If that makes any sense. Well, you know, actually, it's almost weighted like a G3 Bakugan. Like there's more weight to the lower. So when I'm going to roll it, it's actually like wanting to stay platinum side down. So I bet if I were to roll it the metal side up, well, I thought that would work. No, not really. Well, it does slide well. Not bad. I'm just happy it functions, right? Definitely works nicely, and it is landing. So that is 3 custom Blitz Foxes I've got now. I'm gonna have like a whole army of custom Blitz Fox. Let me know, chat, though, which one is your favorite so far. I have the diamond, half platinum elemental, and then of course the core Pyrus with Darkus body, or the core Darkus with Pyrus body. Just kind of want to get a feel of what everyone thinks of these foxes. But again, I probably will eventually do a review video on them all. Yeah, see, I knew it. You're right. I definitely agree with you. I didn't think about that. I just thought I'll take off the back half. I probably should have put the platinum back on, to be honest. But I mean, I guess that just adds some variety, right? So I'll have a plastic that has a little bit of platinum in it. Darkus Pyrus for the win, as everyone is saying it. So do you mean the main Darkus body with the red tail? I take it. I'm imagining that's the one you guys are talking about. That was probably going to have to be my favorite as well, just because it looks like the tail is on fire. Yeah, that thing is awesome. But pretty cool diamond platinum. Now, the inverse, which I almost want to go back and put the platinum piece back on, but I don't know. Because now I kind of like this. Having a little tiny piece of metal on the diamond. Do it? Yeah, all right, here we go. Oh, yeah. Well, huh. All right. Gonna have to do have to take a look at how this sits in the housing. I didn't think about that. Of actually putting it back in and knowing which way it goes. Oh, well, that was answered for me. It looks like the mold itself only has one way to go. I'm going to check here. Because it can only fit one way, so I'm going to find out which way the inside goes before I try to connect it. That looks like that might be it. It is really... Okay, there we go. All right, so I have it. Perfect. Perfect. That works out great. Now the fun part. Getting it to go back together. Which again, I mean, I say it's the fun part. I mean, it's going to be a little tedious with these metal pieces, but it shouldn't be too bad, I don't think. My only hope is like that's actually compatible, but it looks like it will be, luckily. Right? Yes. But I forgot something. What did I... Oh, I forgot the feet. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Forgot the feet. You can't... Oh, no. In there. Yep. There we are. Okay. Cannot forget Blitz Fox's feet. That would not be good. But we got it. Now then, it's just the screws. Oh no, the tail. Oh, I put the feet in, but I forgot the tail part. Oh no. Okay. Still shouldn't be bad. This still should be easy. Don't give up on me. Well, I thought this was going to be easy. There it goes. Okay. Still easy. Minor setbacks, but I'm getting it. So keeping the spring in the housing is now a pain. All right. Of course the feet slid out. All right. Wait. Perfect. So I got it back in. I did forget it. Oh, Viva, the Bakugan community is so friendly and supportive. And I feel like we all rally together. What's not to love about it? I mean, we're all awesome here. Like some of the best people, the well-mannered, courteous, respectful, like just genuine human beings. Everybody here. Like it is honestly refreshing in this day and age. I will say that. It is honestly refreshing. What is also refreshing is that spring's not going where it should be. All right, now the next screw. Oh man, the streams have been so nice. Getting to see the regular crew members and just hang out with you all. It is a very nice time indeed. All right, looks like I've got the platinum back piece on, and it does work. The springs seem to line up nicely, so that is good. Andre, welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, so I am, well, let me go ahead and give you a quick recap because I think you're just joining us. I tested out the theory with 2 core Blitz Foxes. I swapped the Pyrus tail with the Darkus body, as you can see here. And then I put the Darkus tail on the Pyrus body. And that was all to test and see if I could swap the Diamond and Elemental. So right now I have the Diamond whole back on the Elemental Platinum body. And right now I'm putting the Elemental half on the front of a Diamond body. So kind of doing various BlitzFox Baku swaps and just seeing how that goes. And so far it's been good. On stream we've only lost 1 spring, but I did manage to salvage that and fix it. So far everything has been going great. I hope you're doing well as well. You know, I hope everyone is that way. A sandcast? Ooh, that would be cool. What would you use? Would you just like use molten aluminum? I mean, I guess that wouldn't work because it would be too fragile, right? But I don't know. Where did that spring go? I just threw it. Okay. Don't yeet the spring you need. Don't yeet the spring you need. It's got to go on this tail. Okay. And then it just goes in the body. It's so funny how it just goes inside the body. Like there's nothing holding it. Nothing holding that spring at all. Yeah, aluminum would be the safe bet in my opinion, and not to mention cheap too. It's definitely a cheaper metal and safer to use, to my understanding. Just trying to push this back in a little more. All right, that went together nicely. So that tail is on. Now then, the last 2. Getting there. One thing I like about BlitzFox's mold is that the tails actually have like a little housing so you can see where they're supposed to go. And that is super helpful. Well, not when you do that. But now that I'm looking at this BlitzFox has a broken tail. And that's a little concerning. I just realized that its tail clip is broken where the spring goes on. So I don't know if it'll actually be able to hold the spring anymore. That's concerning. I don't know if I broke it when I was taking it apart or if it was just like that already. So I'm gonna struggle with this one for a second. So for the screws to attach Tapu, maybe you could just like bore some holes in, like with a little sander or a little what are those things called? A Dremel. That's it. Maybe you could make the holes yourself with a little Dremel. That could work. All right, this spring is being a pain to work with. So I'm going to try the other one. Maybe I got it mixed up yet again. Wouldn't be the first time I had that happen. Ooh, metallic purple would look lovely. I would second that motion. Alright, so that tail not doing me any favors. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to try this other one and see if I can't get it to happen. Like, all of it's been going well until I get to this one's tail, like, really. That's how it goes. But it's all good. One thing, these tails seem like they're really longer, so maybe I need to switch how I'm putting them in. Alright, so the longer piece there, maybe, right, yeah. Alright, so it's lined up, now I can put the pin in. I think I've got it now. At least I think I have this one now. Oh, I don't know why I have the screw out. I need the pin driver now. Just slide in. Come on, work for me. There we go. Success. All right, we have the most of the elemental tail on now. That's it, a thread tap. That's what I was thinking of. I don't know why I said Drummel, but yeah, thread tap would be absolutely perfect. That would work out just fine. But speaking of working out just fine, I got that tail on. It is looking very nice, chat. One left now. It's the one piece. The one piece is real. But can I put it on? That is the question. My hands are actually shaking. That's how nervous this custom is making me. I guess because maybe I'm live. But yeah, I'm really nervous about this one. I'm not going to lie. Definitely not going to lie to you, chat. This is a little nerve-wracking. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Haha, yes. Left it all in one piece. All right, I think I've got it. So, unfortunately, this screw is going to be just outside, or this spring is going to be just outside the housing of the tail. I couldn't get it to line up right. And you know what? I'm not going to force it. If it's on and it's working, that's going to be good enough for me. And I'm going to call it there. I know that's a little faux pas of me, but I mean, maybe I can bend it in place here. I'll try to bend it back into the housing. Okay, yeah, there we go. It's it's in the housing, and they work. We have the elemental diamond blitz box, and even the back part is the platinum metal. Which I wasn't originally going to do that. I wanted to keep them both playable, but now that I've swapped the metal off of one and the other, they can't. But obviously it functions. There is the BAKUGAN closed. Yay. That's something I always worry about with customs. Yes, please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Spread the word. Tell your friends. Tell your family. I did reach 1,300 subscribers, which is a huge milestone. I want to thank you all while you're here for that one. But yeah, trying to hit 2,000 this year, kind of a New Year's resolution. Can I do it? I don't know, but I need all of your help to get there. That's for sure. Time for the rolling tests. Oh, wow. So I don't know if you can all see that. It rolls over because of the weight of the metal. Like if it's not on the magnet, it slides itself. That is insane. Like I'm gonna let it go, and then it just goes. Huh. I bet that's gonna affect rolling quite a bit, but we'll see. Oh yeah, it goes magnet up. Because the weight is on the back. I don't even know if. Oh yeah, this is huh. Well now, that is quite the predicament. How do you roll a Bakugan where the magnet's always above the Bakugan? I just made a BlitzFox where the magnet is on top. I mean, you literally have to chuck this thing to get it to work. Well, I mean, it works, right? Maybe not the best, but yes, if you just, I mean, you gotta make sure you roll this thing. You gotta put some force into it, because the metal's gonna mess you up every time. But a flick roll, like with the speed, it works. I'm not really sure if I'm happy with that. I think I'll probably put the metal back on and then just swap the plastic. I mean, I'll leave it how it is for now because I want to just do the general review of the swap. But yeah, I'll definitely have to go in depth about the rolling of this one. Just adding on a weighted piece to a Bakugan definitely changes everything about it. And the first one's rollable, right, with the plastic the back half. But this one with the metal back half, it's just, well, as you can all see, the magnet, it stays straight up. So definitely not really rollable. So I'm going to count that as not playable. That's a fail on my part. I should have kept the platinum together. Oh yeah, that's just crude. As cool as it looks, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to swap the back half. Not really sure if I want to invest the time in doing that right now, though. But that could be a part 2 of the stream, right? Maybe next week, kind of fix up the BlitzFoxes. But yeah, not bad at all. I guess I'll do a few more rolling tests, but yeah. What does everybody think of all the custom BlitzFoxes? Obviously, the 2 aren't playable. I'm going to have to work with them. That's a shame. I always go that one step too far. Like, I had a good thing going. But swapping the metal, I should have just kept it as is. Well, that time it went. I guess if I could learn how to hold it and how to roll it, it wouldn't be a problem. Maybe hold it with magnet back. I don't know. Yeah, see, it's just too much of a risk. So, as cool as it looks, definitely gonna have to work on it. However, the one that has the main platinum body, I'm surprised. Like, I took the weight off, and it more or less, it still rolls. Now, obviously, there are some problems because I'm throwing the weight off of these 2 Bakugan, but they do both work, and that is nice. But yeah, I have a little Fox Squad trio now. This is the customs for the stream. But yeah, everyone, you know, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it there, at least for this stream. I told myself I would try to keep it right at 2 hours or right under. And I'm right there at that mark. Because I don't want things to go too long. But, you know, before I sign off, let me know. What do you all think? Were these good customs? Did I do a good job? Would you all like to see a potential part 2, right? And I guess maybe in the actual review video, maybe I'll have these 2 swapped. But I definitely want opinions. What do you all think of the customization route? Should I do more of these? Definitely want to know. Yeah, yeah, the physics definitely crude. But now I know. You know, it was a hard lesson. I learned it the hard way, but you know, really a simple fix. I just have to take the back halves apart again and swap out the metal. This time, I might try to just unscrew them, so I don't have to deal with taking like all of the tails apart again. But other than that, yeah, really cool customs. Thank you all. You know, I'm seeing the comments. I'm glad you all liked it. I'm glad you all enjoyed this stream. It was something new. And going forward, I might actually do customizations a lot more because I'm having a lot of fun with them. And I hope you all are too. But that's it for the stream. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic night or evening or day, depending on what time zone you are in. And until next time, stay safe, drum up, and Bakugan Brawl!